So yesterday we did talk about, well, we talked about absolute value functions, right? But then I told you there was one that I wasn't going to show you in the lesson, but I gave you a homework problem on it. So I just wanted to talk about it real quick. It looks like most of you got it okay, just looking at your homework grades, right? But I wanted to make sure that we understand the concept. Okay? If I have an absolute value set equal to an absolute value like this, there's really 4 options here, aren't there? This could be a positive and this could be a positive, right? They could both be positive when you pull them out. Like this could be a positive 5 and this could be a positive 5, right? This could be a positive and this could be a negative. Like this could be a positive 5 and a negative 5, and wouldn't their absolute values still equal each other? What's another option? Negative and negative is another option. Any more options? Negative, positive, right? Aren't those our 4 options? So think about this with me for just a second. What if, in this last one right here, what if I divided both sides by a -1? What would that give me? A positive. Oh, look, I already have that on my list, right? So that's really not even an option, because just by dividing both sides by -1, I get this one. So it's fine, right? What if I divided both of these by a -1? Both turn positive just like that, so that's not even an option. So guys, just like before, we have 2 options. We have the option where they're both positive, and we have the option where one of them is negative. Doesn't matter which one is negative. No, it doesn't. Not at all. Because one of them is negative and one of them is positive. Either way, we're going to get the same answer. Does that make sense? Because just by dividing this by -1, I got this one. So I can get them, like I can get one to the other just real easily, right? So I think your homework problem said 4n minus 15 equals n, right? So what are your 2 options here then?
4n minus 15 equals n.
Okay.
4n minus 15 equals negative.
So you're telling me you made this one negative?
Or,
No, I'm just asking.
yeah.
Yes, okay. So just to be clear, when I did this one, I made this one negative. Did we both still get the same answer? Right, it doesn't matter as long as you just make one of them negative, right? Any idea why I made this one negative? Most people think this is the easiest, right? Because it's only one thing that you're having to change. I made this one negative because I noticed that would make this a -4n. I was going to have to move it over here, so I would just add instead of subtracting, because I like to add better than I like to subtract. I'm just weird like that. I don't care, right? But I'm going to go ahead and make this one in negative because that's what she said. Okay? That was just a little joke. Okay. So what do I do here? Add 15 to both sides.
Wait, no. No, you get the ends together.
Yeah, why would adding 15 do any good, right? Okay. That's all right. I just was writing what you said, but you fixed it, right? So that's good. So what would you actually do? Subtract 4n here and here. So I would get -15 equals -3n, right? Because I got a 1n right here. If I divide both sides by -3, what do I get? Positive 5, right? What about this one up here? Subtract 4n again. -15 equals -5n. N equals 3. Are they right? 4 times 5. 20 minus 15. 5. What's the absolute value of 5? Wait, what's the absolute value of 5? 5, right? And then this is just 5. Absolute value of 5 is 5, so 5 equals 5. Is this right?
Yes.
Okay. What about this one? 4 times 3. 12 minus 15? -3. What's the absolute value of -3? 3 equals absolute value of 3, which is 3. So does this one work?
Yes.
What do I have left to do?
Your number line.
number line. I've got two answers. Which one goes where? 3's on the left, 5's on the right. Why?
Because 3 comes
3's less than 5, right? Always least to greatest. A dot on the 3, a dot on the 5. Any questions about that? So do you understand the concept of what you do when there's two absolute values set equal to each other? Make both of them positive and then one of them negative. It doesn't matter which one. Okay? Now, there was also a little confusion yesterday by when I said make it positive. So some people took this and wrote down 4n plus 15. Do you understand what I mean when I say make it positive? I mean pull it straight out of the absolute value exactly as it was. I'm not changing any signs, right? Even when I do this, I'm not changing any signs. I pull this out and make it negative. It's the opposite of what it was inside, right? Does everybody understand that? Okay, just making sure that we're communicating well, okay? So, today you have a worksheet that I want you to do, okay? Can you? Please notice on this worksheet there are 20 questions. But also please notice on this worksheet there are circles, right? There are 10 circled questions. Which ones are you required to do for homework? The 10 circled questions. What about if you accidentally did number 3? Extra credit. Okay? The 10 that are circled are the ones that are required for you to do. Okay? Any extra that you do is definitely extra credit. So let's go through and make sure you have the right ones circled. Okay? 4 and 5 are circled. 8, 9, and 10 are circled. 13 and 16 are circled. And then 17, 18, and 19 are circled. Got it?